Okay. Yeah, I think the reason for getting NingXia is that you got too many irons in the fire, right?
You should
Tracy,
know that, Diane.
I know that. That's why I said that, because I forget too. No matter how many sticky notes I put everywhere or timers I have or whatever, it never fails that I forget that, or I forget other things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I need quick and easy solutions to stuff. Hi, Anna, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Sorry I'm a little bit late.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We just started. And I think
Okay, good.
another member's going to be hopping on too. So,
Okay.
yay. So, Anna, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay today. Have a little bit more energy than usual. I think the weekend fast was very much needed for mine and Brooke's stomachs.
Good.
You know, we're a bit overweight. I'm pushing almost not quite 300 pounds, but right in the 280s. And that's a lot for me. Like, that's more than I've ever weighed in my whole life.
Yes.
And so I've been having a lot of woman issues that have to do with my stomach a lot. And so that's also compounding on top of everything.
Yes.
So yeah, the fast was much needed.
Oh, I know. I feel that same way too. I feel like after Corona, I just felt bleh, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I hear you on that.
So we've
Yay.
been doing great today. Like we got up and we started cooking. Brooke made brunch and I made some tuna salad for the refrigerator for snacks for later. I also made a cashew chicken for dinner tonight. And out of last week's pork chop dinner, I put the leftovers in the freezer and I warmed those up for my husband today for dinner, and he absolutely loved it.
Good. Yeah, your meals looked scrumptious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was making me hungry.
Learning to tweak them has been a little bit difficult.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
using egg whites instead of full eggs, replacing the white flour with the coconut flour and the almond flour. And then some meals calls for frying, but I've been skipping those parts and just cooking in the crock pot instead.
Yes, good. Yeah, that's so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Like, I know
Thank
that
you.
it's a big step for people, but once, like, I mean, first of all, I'm so glad that we're doing this together because, I mean, goodness gracious, good thing we are, I mean, we have each other's backs. Everyone's cheering each other on. Everyone's posting different stuff. And I love that. And I think your body will feel so much better. Like, it's a good jump start, to like a lifestyle.
Well, when you were talking this morning about all of those anti-ingredients, that
Yes.
really hit home with me because both me and my son suffer from psoriatic arthritis, and we always have pain and inflammation. My son is always sick. Like it goes in cycles. Like every 2 weeks he starts throwing up, and once he starts having these stomach fits, it's hard to get him to stop. I mean, we've got tons of emergency room and doctor bills from all this, just trying to figure out what it is. And so now they're not finding anything for my son, so now we're just down to ingredients. We're like, okay, that's why I'm doing this 10-day reset. It's not just for me, but it's for my son too, because he needs to go like gluten-free, and a lot of things like the anti-ingredients you said need to be cut out. And I had talked to him before because he eats a ton of broccoli. My son loves broccoli.
I know,
So
I
I told
do too. Yeah.
him, maybe we need to cut down on that, or maybe we need to find a different way to cook it. And when you said steam the vegetables before you actually eat them because of the leptin in them, that made a lot of sense.
Yes. I know. And when I did research on all that, I was like shocked because I was thinking, oh my gosh, like all these foods are healthy foods, but yet like our bodies or the anti-nutrients that are in there, like are just wreaking havoc on our bodies.
Yeah, yeah. And see, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know, and we eat a lot of things on those lists that you mentioned earlier this morning, and I'm just like wowed by it.
Yes, me too. Me too. I'm
My
so glad that
The second favorite thing he loves to eat is beans. And when you said beans, I'm like, oh my.
well, we love to eat beans too, but I read about soaking them like at least 24 hours in advance before you cook them. And then that helps to break down that, I think it's lectin, isn't that correct? And so it helps to break down that protein so it doesn't interfere with your digestive system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been taught to cook beans that way, to soak them 24 hours
Yes.
before.
Yes. So yeah, yay. I'm so proud of you.
So
Yay.
Brooke came to me yesterday and she's like, she's showing me her belly and she's like, does my belly look a little bit smaller? And I'm like,
Oh,
I wouldn't say smaller, but less bloated. Because
yes.
after the weekend, it was just like, wow, we really needed that. And
Yes.
she says, well, your belly looks a lot smaller, And so
Oh,
I'm like, well, I can't tell if my clothes are fitting different or not because I just wear shorts and a t-shirt every day. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to put anything on.
yes. Yeah, and I
But
should have
I will weigh by Friday. I'll get weighed.
good, good. And I should have told y'all to do a side profile for yourself. I told Chris that yesterday. I said, oh my gosh, like I should have had him do that because he is gung ho. He was even outside jogging when I had another Zoom meeting. And normally we do this stuff together. And he said, well, I'm going to go now. And I said, okay. Like
That's
normally,
awesome.
yes, normally it's me like dragging him along. So yeah, he's fired up. He sees all y'all's recipes and posts and he's like, we've got this, we've got this. And I'm like, I should add you on, and he's like, no, don't add me on. I said, okay. Anyway, so he's looking at y'all's stuff. So great job,
That's
guys.
great.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
is. So Carolina, let's go to you. Are you around? Are you jogging?
Oh my gosh, I just finished on my treadmill. I didn't try outside because of the heat. So yeah, I
It's
look
too
pretty.
hot.
Yeah, it's a little hot. I usually I came outside to my porch after I cooled off a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying really hard to keep up with my, exercise every day, exercise every day. So doing
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes.
But,
Even,
one of the things I have to just comment about is that I cannot believe, y'all, that I am on day 8. I have of no coffee. And it was like just amazing to me because I just started that Monday that we began all of this. And I did, my NingXia and the water. Today I've drank nothing but water. There's been other days when I've had like maybe a little, one of those little packets that you put in the water. But today I
yes.
have to say, I've just really been pushing the water. And I cannot tell you what a difference that has made for me overall. Yeah. I even sleep better because I'm
Yay.
not having I went from drinking, 2 to 3 coffee minimum, sometimes more, a day to nothing, cold turkey from one. Like Sunday, I had my coffee, and then Monday, I just didn't do it anymore. And after a week, I said to my husband just the other day, I said, oh my God, I'm starting to count up the money I'm going to save just for not drinking coffee.
Yes.
True.
And what about headaches? Were you having any headaches because of no caffeine?
No, I was just now I did notice a little bit of like, I would get sluggish. So then I would just drink, like add some of the lime or lemon to the water, or I would have another one of those, little packs that came with our order. And then I
Yes.
was fine. Those like take the edge off for me.
Yes.
If I'm feeling kind of low energy, I will, pop that in. And so I've stuck to my, 3 2-ounce ones per day. So it's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. I pour me a little bit in there and I put the nitro in, and then I start getting dressed. And instead of where before I would be drinking coffee and then make another cup before I left, now I'm doing that. I'm sipping on that, and then I take my water with me. And I've been having to transition back to the office, which has been really good for me because it's helped me to get back into my routine. So yeah, I'm the person that had to go to the right side of my closet, where's my bigger size clothes, because I put on weight. And so I look ridiculous in some of my pants. So I'm like, I can't wait to weigh myself and see if I've actually lost any weight. I feel better. I do feel better, and my clothes, I haven't tried any of the pants on since last week when I got back to work, and I went, well, maybe I'm not quite ready for those pair of pants just yet.
Yeah, we're all there. I'm telling you, like, Corona hasn't been good to us,
No.
Yeah.
But this has been really good. And so that's one big change that I've noticed. And the other thing is, I will agree with what all of you have been saying about the recipes. It's just fun. One of the things that's always been a frustration of mine is that famous question of what's for dinner, So now with the recipes, my boys like to cook, so I can tell them, hey, look, and they want to try different things. And so it gives us, when nobody has to worry about, well, what are we gonna eat? Because then I show them the pictures of all the stuff y'all post, and then we decide on one thing that we want to cook during the week, and we plan out our menus. So that's been very helpful. Like we did the stir fry today, the chicken stir fry, and then they do regular white rice and I do the cauliflower rice, which, it's worked out really good.
Guys, my cheeks are hurting because I'm beaming so much. Great job. Oh my
And
God.
I just want to keep it up. Like me, I don't intend to stop on Wednesday. I don't even want to even brew coffee because I don't want to fall back into that habit. I want to see how long. And if one day I end up having a cup of coffee, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. But right now I'm not craving it. I don't feel like I need it. So I'm just not going to go back there. I'm going to continue to move forward and really pushing the water. That's really made a difference. Even in my complexion, people at work were like, what are you doing to your face? And I said, well, I haven't put a whole lot of makeup on, and I've been drinking a lot of water, and I've been taking the supplements. So all of it together, I think, has made a big difference.
Yay. I'm just so happy for y'all. Great. Thanks so much for sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
You're awesome. All right, let's go to Cheryl. So Cheryl, how's your day 8 going?
It went very well. It's going well. I'm gonna just echo some of the same things that Carolina said. It's just like the water has been, you can tell the difference. It's very beneficial. In my complexion, I mean, okay, I'm 54 and I still get blemishes every now and again. And especially when my diet changes like it has this past 8 days, but I didn't get anything this time.
And that's so unfair, right? At our age, I'm like either a wrinkle or a pimple, but I can't have both.
Yeah.
Right.
My always said, he passed away in his early 40s, and he would always say, to be proud of your blemish, because that means that you're still young.
Aww.
That's what I go by. It's like, if I get one, I guess I didn't get any this time. So, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. So, but it's good. It's, really good. I mean, I actually cooked tonight, like I posted, which we don't normally cook during the week. I usually cook a bunch of chicken or something on Sunday, and then we just eat on it all week with salad. But yeah, so it's been good. It's been really good. I did my NingXia this morning, my nitro. I was thinking I just automatically go for it. So I don't, but I think maybe tomorrow I'm going to see what it's like without it. I'll have it, with me in case I need it, but I'm going to just see what it's like without it, because I too have not had caffeine for 8 days now. Not a drop of caffeine.
Wow.
Yeah, not a drop. And I feel like I'm sleeping so much better.
And Cheryl, have you gotten like headaches? Because I haven't gotten headaches. I just felt a couple, like sometimes in the afternoon I might feel a little sluggish, but then the water and then after the 2 p.m., little slush or little packet helps.
Yeah, so I think the first day I got a headache, but it wasn't really severe. I did feel very sluggish. So the very next day I started with the nitro, and I've taken one every morning. But other than that, no. I mean, I've had what I think is like allergy related headache, just kind of set behind my eyes kind of thing. But today I didn't have anything. Today everything's gone. I don't know if the air cleared up or it finally all kicked in, but I didn't have anything today. So, but it was a very good day. Very good day.
Good. Yay, Cheryl.
Yeah.
So did you think, like, back when we first started it, 8 days ago, did you think that you're going to progress like this fast?
No.
This much?
No, because even though, I mean, I can tell that I've lost something because I can feel my pants feeling a little looser, kind of, that, and it could just be because I'm not eating the stuff that I was eating before. I don't know. We have 2 more days. We get to find out. But my big thing is the caffeine. I didn't think I would be able to get off of it. I didn't think I would have a desire to get off of it. And the water. I mean, I'm not a water drinker, at least I wasn't. And I am consistently drinking 150 ounces of water a day with no hesitation. It just happens. And today, because I drank all my NingXia at one time this morning, I took it in my morning startup. And so for the rest of the day, I just had plain water. That thing that I said I didn't like very much. Let's filled up my last container for today.
Are you putting... That's so awesome. Are you putting fruit in it or anything to help flavor it up?
So this morning after my NingXia drink, I put 2 drops of lemon in that water, and I just kept filling up my container, and I kept tasting the lemon in it. So it just kind of sat there. The lemon oils, they kind of coat the inside, so you just kind of keep tasting it throughout the day, but I hadn't added anything else to it.
That's so awesome.
For me, that's a huge win. I mean, even if I don't lose anything in 10 days, just the fact that I have broken some really long-term habits that I've had is huge for me, because I didn't think, even today I thought, what, I haven't had a Diet Coke in a long time. I think it would really taste good. I said, no, we're not going to go back there. We're not going to do it. I'm just going to keep doing my water. Hold it up and kept doing water. Because I did enjoy the taste. It wasn't just for the caffeine. I enjoyed the taste of a Diet Coke. I just thought it tasted good. But my sugar cravings, that's the other thing, we talked about that last night, are gone. I do not crave at all. And that was a huge downfall for me before. It's just always something sweet at night after dinner, after things kind of calm down. I've always wanted something sweet, but like we finished dinner before 8 o'clock, probably about 7:45, and I'm done for the day. I'm totally done.
That's so awesome.
No, it's amazing. It really is. And I would have to say it's the NingXia, because that's the only thing I've done different.
I would agree.
But I really think that stuff it's the magic juice.
It's like liquid gold.
Yeah. Really. And I know
tell you guys something.
Keep it up, because I think it's really benefited me a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to tell you guys something. My son, he brought me home a Snickers bar and a 2-liter Dr. Pepper the other day. And I started laughing and I said, you do remember that I told you I was starting this 10-day reset, right? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And I told my husband, can you go hide those? And he's like, heck no, I'm going to have the Snickers bar, but I will hide the soda for you. So I'm with you on that one. I haven't had any sodas or any caffeine since I started this.
Yeah. We keep Oreos here all the time, because I have a 17-year-old who still has cookies and milk almost every single night. That's just the thing. They sit there and not one. But you know, that's, I'm not saying that I didn't have anything sweet during this, you know, 8 days. I mean, yesterday we got together at my mom's house for lunch, and I made a big old bowl of banana pudding, and I had some, but it was okay. I mean, I did not feel like, oh my God, what did I do? No, I just had it, you know, and it was no big deal.
Yeah, I did the same thing on Sunday. I don't even know what day this week. I guess it was Sunday. Yes, was it yesterday? No, I don't even remember. But my kids ordered pizza, and I normally haven't eaten pizza. I don't usually make a habit of that. But I did have a slice of pizza, and I'll agree with you, Cheryl. I was like, okay, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to have one slice, and that's it. That is it. And I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to have my usual sangria with it or any of that. That's another thing. I do like to have my drinks on the weekends, and so I did not drink. I haven't drank anything either, and so that's been a big thing too. But yeah, I had the pizza, and it's like no big deal. I could stop after one. I allowed it to happen, and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's this reset thing. I mean, it literally is a reset, because we know this stuff, but you get in the groove of life and habits, and one bad habit turns into another, and then it's, I call it the mañana diet. Tomorrow, I'll start tomorrow. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, it's kind of, this is kind of cool, because it's like, I just don't have that desire. You know, I'm waiting for someone to comment on Facebook, because I posted my plate, what I had for dinner, and for someone to say, oh my gosh, she ate mashed potatoes. Well, no, I didn't. They were actually cauliflower mash. It was just fabulous. It was just, I mean, I told Alice, like, I'm going to trick my family the next time we have a gathering. I'm going to make cauliflower mash and see if they can tell the difference, because I can't. I cannot tell the difference between that and potatoes.
I really like those. You'll have to share your recipe.
Oh, girl,
Yeah,
mine,
for sure.
I make it just like I would mashed potatoes. I use real butter, I use real milk, salt and pepper, and just put it in my food processor and just puree it. And it is delicious. I mean, I would choose that over potatoes any day, because I know, number one, it's better for me. And number two, I can't tell the difference. I really can't.
That's how I feel about the cauliflower rice. Even Andrew, my son Andrew, I told him, just try it. You know, we were eating some of that last week, and he did. And then he was like, Mom, that's not bad. I said, I told you. And so I just think sometimes we tell ourselves, oh, that's cauliflower, yuck, but it's really not. It's kind of the same thing with the almond milk. I finally just did it. I just said, I'm going to just buy, after you were talking about that, Diane, about the unsweet vanilla one, I tried it, and it's not bad. You know, I'm using that whenever I want a smoothie a couple of times this week for lunch. It's just been easier because I'm still working part of the time from home. So sometimes it's just easier for me to make a smoothie for lunch and not worry about, you know, having to you know, think too much about that. And it's just the almond milk has been okay.
Yep. That's what I had earlier. I was super busy. I was like, I just have time to blend this. Not even blend it. I just put it in a cup and shook it and drank it, because it was just crazy. Yeah. Yay. Great job. All right. So let's go to Cindy.
Yeah, it's the same thing like the reset. Wait, I can go over there. Like the girls were saying, you know, that like once you start it, like you don't want to go backwards. You just want to keep moving forward and kind of just also continuing on. You know, it's like, okay, I've gone this far to just stop. You know, and it again, it's kind of good, you know, seeing everybody's recipes and sharing, and it's almost like, okay, we're doing this together, kind of like a team effort, you know, and seeing, you know, everybody's guess their testimonies on, you know, what they've encountered, but that all the positive. I'm not a caffeine person, so I didn't encounter that. I've never really drank like tea or coffee. I'm pretty much a water person, you know, but I did have a trouble just drinking plain water. So I've always infused, you know, with lemon, mint, cucumber, and just different fruits. So I've always done that already. But yeah, just drinking the water, that plenty of water it helps with your skin, your complexion and all that. And it's funny because I think because I'm like I have a group chat with family, and one of my relatives had put something about water, drinking water every morning, a glass of water, and I said, well, actually, it's recommended that you drink, half of your weight in ounces, And one family member said, do you have to drink it all at once? I'm like, no, all day long. So it was surprising because I even knew that before you mentioned it, Diane. I don't even know where I got that from, but I was surprised that, there's a lot of people that don't even know that.
Yeah, I mean, they typically say, what is it, like 8-ounce glasses a day,
Uh-huh.
everybody. But yeah, I never knew that. I never knew that that's what you're supposed to intake.
And it's one thing to know, but to do it as well, But now it's just gotten so easy, It's like, and sometimes, I'm going over the amount, but I'm just continuing, But yeah, everything's been good. And like I said, I'm just waiting to see it, on Wednesday, what results I have. I mean, I can feel it, but I haven't gotten on the scale. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I'm looking forward to kind of sharing with everybody, like, extended family, friends, everybody, like, so that it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to try this. Let me see what I get out of it. And I want to be able to share with others, and hopefully next time around, have others join in on the journey as well.
For sure.
Yes.
I think
I'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah. For me, this is so easy. It is so, I don't know why it's so different. I've been on every single diet. I've spent so much money over the years.
You know what I think it is? I think it's kind of like, because we're like a team, I guess. Everybody doing it together, kind of helping each other, motivating each other, sharing different stories, different recipes, different, so it's all like we're all comparing and, I did this, I had that, and it's kind of like we're all kind of moving along and starting off at the same point and just moving on and continuing forward and not wanting to look back. So I think that's part of it's helping, And then everybody sharing their own experiences or stories help, because it's like, oh, I didn't know that, or, that happened to me too. And, so everybody can relate in some way, shape or form. And, it's kind of like we're growing together,
Yep.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had mentioned before, some of y'all may have heard me say this. I paid someone to learn to be in their group to do this with them. But this is like, it wasn't the camaraderie that we have, it wasn't things like that. And I don't know, that's the part I love the best, the community. And of course the recipes, because I'm like you, Carolina, I'm like, I need to know what's happening. I need to figure out recipes because I have all these hungry kiddos looking at me, saying, Mom, what's for dinner? So I got to get my stuff together. So I love all of that. I love all those recipes. All right, Debbie, your turn.
My turn. Sorry, I'm late. I was on the other one. I'm doing great. I will say that I've had better energy today, kind of towards the end, but it's been gradual growing. So my sleep for the most part has been better, except for last night, but that's because of something else that's going on. It's a new class I'm taking, so anxiety comes in with that. But other than that, I've been able to sleep better, which has been nice. I was waking up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and just tossing and turning until I gave up till about 6 and just said, screw it, I'm getting up. Okay, let's go. So I think I've slept until like 8:30 a couple times. So yeah, I'm excited. Anytime I get to sleep, I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I haven't had the stress on some of my joints, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the NingXia, because this is really the first time that I've done it consistently. I've done it when I've been sick, but not just because. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with that. I'm not sure.
I bet you it does.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, it is possible. So I have a few more minutes, but I do want to let y'all know that I do plan on, y'all probably have seen me post before, that I plan on having a 10-step reset again next month. It's going to be August the 10th. But for us who have already gone through a detox phase, we're going to shift it up a little bit. And so what we're going to do, instead of the 70 ounces of NingXia, we're going to do, I believe it's 36 is what I counted. So pretty much half. I'm going to post all that in our group. So it's going to be less NingXia, but if you want to join that group, like you can always follow along on your own if you want to, but if you want to enter into the prizes, because we're going to be doing prizes again next month, then get a box of Sleek, which is the pills that we have for weight management, appetite suppressant. They are amazing. Chris has lost 10 pounds just on those pills. And so I'll post all those details. And then that is your ticket to entering into the prizes for next month. So I'll post that. And y'all may have heard me say I'm also going to sprinkle in every month a 30-day challenge. It's not going to be going on Zoom every night or live every morning or anything like what we're doing now. We're doing like more intense right now. But every month I do want to sprinkle in a 30-day challenge where we take a supplement every day to help with, you know, whether it's digestive issues or whether it's hormonal issues or different body systems is what I want to focus on. So for August 1st, I'm going to focus on great gut and immunity challenge. That's what that one's going to be. And because our health starts in our gut. Our gut has to be healthy for the rest of our body to be healthy. So I figured that's like a good, you know, segue into what we're doing now, to just be able to heal our gut. That way those good nutrients that we are taking in can really do good for our bodies. Because some philosopher, someone had said one time that your fork is like, and I'm paraphrasing, your biggest tool. Like you can either use it to do good to your body or you can use it to do harm to your body. In other words, our food is our biggest medicine that we have. So anyway, I'm excited about that. So I'll post all that. I'm just giving y'all kind of got the inside scoop right then. And I'll give you all the details. But let me see if I can share my screen and pick a winner. Why not know why? Oh, here it is. Yay. Okay.
Oh, Diane, I used this morning on my team meeting and they
Yay!
loved it. I was like a little kid spinning the wheel.
It's fun. I know. I like it. All right. So let's
I'm going to have to learn how to do it now.
It's easy.
It is, and it's so much fun. I used it in my team meeting, and that's how I selected who was going to share next. It was so much fun.
Mike won. So that is one of our, let me unshare. That is Marissa's husband, Debbie.
Oh,
His
you
name
mean
is
Trey?
Mike.
His name,
Yes.
I thought it was Trey.
Wrong
one.
Diane, that's my husband.
That's your husband, Cindy. That's your
And it's
husband. Oh my
funny,
gosh.
and it's
I
funny
have all these
because I've been,
husbands mixed up.
it's funny that you just said that, Diane, because I was just thinking, well, I haven't shared anything about my husband, so I didn't know if we should share as well. You know?
Yes. Well, okay, so it's your husband. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have all these too many husbands around here. Okay, no, I only have one husband. I'm good. I'm good.
That's all we all need, I'm telling you.
Oh, I'm telling you. So, Cindy, real quick, I have 5 minutes left on the timer. What does, I mean, is he, What kind of?
I mean, he's doing the meals like me, of course. Of course, he's not as strict. You know, he has his whatever little things here and there, snacks and stuff. But I mean, like I told you a few weeks ago, like I've got him hooked, you know, and like when he works, he goes in and out of town. So he's like, I need to take the packs with me. And, you know, and even every morning faithfully, okay, where's my drink at? And where, and he just said the one day he forgot to take it. He's like, oh my God, I felt the total difference just in the one day. He's like, my energy, people, they were looking at me like, how can you still be going in the heat? Because of course he works in the heat, you know, and they're like, higher. And he's like, I'm just going. So he's like hooked on it, you know, like I told you. And then when I told him, I didn't know at the first, he didn't know I was doing the challenge. Remember I told you that first day he had just come back from out of town. And I had said, he goes, well, can I do it? I go, well, yeah, like if you want. And of course, you know, he's faithfully doing, of course, the drink and of course the water. I mean, he drinks gallons and gallons because he's on the heat anyway. And so the meals, like I said, you know, but sometimes he'll have snacks here and there, but for the most part, yeah, like I said, and he's scheduled to go out of town again. He's like, okay, are my packs ready to go with me?
Yay! That's so exciting. Oh my God.
So it's kind of like that, you know, kind of sharing our experience with our kids, you know, and then other extended family. And it's like, well, even he's doing it, you know?
Yes. And I'm going to post. Awesome. That's so awesome, Cindy. I love hearing husbands get excited about this, you know, and excited about their weight and excited about, you know, I mean,
well,
just
even the health benefits it has, you know, like let's get off the you don't even have to do medicine, you know, it's kind of like right away, you know, like, okay, no meds. Okay, let's do this, you know?
Yes.
So yeah, it's been good.
That is definitely the ultimate goal, I think, for everyone is to be able to get off those medications.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. So something else that I'm going to post in our event is the cheapest way to get your NingXia. So the cheapest way to get the NingXia, it comes out to like $1.17 a pouch.
I think we talked about that already, Diane.
Like, can you believe that? Like, it's so much cheaper than like $3 a pouch. So I'll post that also in the event too. But yeah, for $1, do what?
I'm curious to hear that.
Yeah, I know. I'll post it. I have 3 more minutes left to go. I guess I could post it now. Well, okay. No, I'm gonna post. No. Y'all just have to check in on the event. That's what that's about. So, because I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown of all the different prices. Okay, the different ways to get NingXia. But yeah,
it's funny that you say that, Diane, because I already did that.
Yep, good. Yep, I know, me too. I'm thrifty. Like, I don't want to spend $3 a packet if I can spend $1.17 a packet, you know? So yeah, so I'll get that in, maybe not tonight because I still have to go jogging, but I'll get that into our group. So y'all keep y'all's eyes peeled for that. Okay? Yay! So I'm so happy for y'all, so proud of y'all. Let's keep it up. We have 2 more days. So tomorrow morning for my live, I'm going to be talking about different toxins in our personal care products. If y'all have heard me ever talk about this stuff, that's one of the things I'm passionate about. Because once we get those different toxins out, then our bodies can heal, number 1, and our bodies can fight anything else that we're exposed to. So so anyway, well, I'll get on that soapbox tomorrow because I can. All right. So y'all have a great evening. I'm super proud of y'all. You keep it up. 2 more days. 2 more days.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Good night, guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. Good night.
Bye.
Tell Mike congratulations.
All right. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.